Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're playing some MekHQ. Um, First I do have to apologize, I'm still a little under the weather. And you know, it always used to bother me when streamers and YouTubers would say things like that because I'm like, I wouldn't have known anything if you hadn't said anything. But now that I'm on this side of the camera, I definitely understand. Hello Lark, glad you could join us. I understand Varank might be running a few minutes late. Just a quick recap. We are on the planet of Scandia, which is technically a Draconis planet. Silent Endus, how is it going? How are you? Glad you could join us. I was actually just about to get into that. We had been ordering a bunch of parts. We've got some heads arriving, we've got some torsos and some arms starting to arrive. We've almost finished ordering all of the arms, and we've just barely started ordering legs, and then after that will be actuators. And then we'll start getting some fun stuff like some ammo and some weapons. And then this Emperor refit kit that I added last because I'm stupid. And also I wanted to order a bunch of spare right arms for that archer. It's 1 a.m. for you. Wow. Well, I'm glad you could join us. I'm honored, frankly, that you would stay up that late just to catch little old me. I don't know, was it the right arm or the left arm that the archer needed? Because I had ordered both. It's a right arm. So, yeah, we don't actually need that left arm. Okay. We did do some repairs. We failed to do some repairs. We broke our last left leg for the Warhammer. Rifleman is going to be done in about 8 days. The Stalker will be ready to make its roll in about 20 days. Bunch of logs of what parts got ordered and not ordered, as the case may be. And then the results of the battle that we did last time, which the computer has listed as a draw, even though we soundly lost that one. They gave us victory points for objectives that were equal to the objectives that we failed. So I guess that's what constitutes a draw. We have also been joined by 2 new pilots. We've got Vale Warwolf. I'm gonna mangle this. Is that Raschak? Which is Lark's latest character, and he has provided a rather handsome portrait for us to use. He was telling us on the Discord the program he used to make that, and I don't recall the title of the program just immediately offhand. And we're also joined by Ashania Ash Endus. And I'm also a big fan of that portrait as well, that was provided by Silent Endus. Ash is, in addition to being a better pilot than a shot, she's also a mech tech, and I kind of chose these stats arbitrarily based on the wishes of Silent Endus. So if you're not happy with that, I guess just let me know and we can talk about adjusting it. I did forget, however, to do a couple of things because I was doing this last minute, and for that I apologize. But all PCs should have Edge. If I can find it. Edge, there we go. And we're gonna go with 1 point of starting edge plus head hits, tax and explosion, or not tax, KOs and explosions. And so for that, because it's just so catastrophic whenever we do get into using that, I don't want to have to worry about it. And she brings with her a Jabberwocky engineering mech. Art Reader is the program you used. It's pronounced Raskzak. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Referencing the leader of the unit from the Starship Troopers novel. Gotcha. Raskzak. So basically exactly how it's spelled is what you're saying. And I appreciate that because honestly, I know that I stumble over pronouncing more ethnic or foreign names, and that's on me. That's entirely on me for being an unworldly rube. Putting myself out there on the internet with people from all around the globe. So, no one to blame but myself. And he comes bringing a Banshee 3S, which has not been added to the TONE yet. Although what I was going to do is I was going to add a recovery force. And I was going to put, at least temporarily, Ash and the Jabberwocky into the recovery force. I don't think there's anything else that we have. No, just the assault mech. I'll mess with the force icon maybe later. I hope you like the 3S Banshee. It's what he had in my MechWarrior RPG campaign. It is... Wait, which one is that? Is that the one that moved? Is that the fast Banshee or is that the slow Banshee? Because they're... I like them both, to be honest. So let me sort by name and then by tonnage and then by type. So the Banshee is going to be up here. 21 heat sinks. This is the slow one. So 2 PPCs, an autocannon 10, SRMs, medium lasers, just all the guns. Very nice. 2 tons of autocannon 10 ammo, 15 shots for the SRM 6. And of course, fairly substantial armor. It's right up there with the Atlas, I would say, in terms of firepower, but it has more ability to reach out and touch people, which is good because it's slower than heck. But that's all good. We do also need to assign techs to these. We'll have Veronica Hurst doing maintenance on both of them, I guess. Assigned person is what I'm looking for. But yeah, the Jabberwocky is probably not going to see much combat given that it doesn't have more than 5 points of armor anywhere. It's, at this point, I think mostly going to be for fluff, although we were discussing, between me and Silent Endis, we were discussing the possibility of maybe incorporating that into the gameplay in some way and recovering mechs when we otherwise normally wouldn't be able to. There's a discussion that I was trying to get started on Discord, so if you have an opinion on that, feel free to chime in. Let me know how you feel about bending or / breaking the rules of ATB in such a way. I could see having it as an objective in a battle to defend. But as far as adding it to the combat lances, I just can't do that because it doesn't have any kind of offensive capability. So it gets its own force for now. And Silent Endis had mentioned that Ash would also be willing to maybe pilot one of our mechs, specifically maybe one of these archers, although did express hesitation when it comes to ammo. So honestly, I was also looking at this quick draw, and the quick draw, there's a modification I like to make to the quick draw, which is a pretty radical weapons redistribution that replaces all 4 medium lasers into forward-facing torso-mounted lasers, and also potentially deleting the LRM-10 and adding a large laser or ER large laser in its place, with heat sinks in place of the ammo. It's a variant that I have used before that I rather like, especially for a pilot that has a good piloting skill over their gunnery skill, because it leaves the arms free for quadruple punches if you have the melee master, which someone in my test campaign does have. So yeah, that mech has worked out pretty well for us. And then actually I kind of outgrew the quick draw and replaced it with an Ost Scout for that glorious low profile, but it has the same weapons loadout, and it's actually more similar to the not Ost Scout, the Ost Sol, the 60-ton one. It's actually much closer configuration to the stock Ost Sol, the way I have the lasers set up. So But the quick draw is a good mech for that, I think. I'm a fan of the quick draw. I wish it had a little more armor, but I do like its weapons loadout. It has a good mix of long and short range weapons, I think, for a mech its size, and it has excellent mobility. So I'm a fan of the quick draw. I think that's just about all of the catching up we need to do. Silent also likes his curve draw quick draw curvy, not boxy. This is true. I like the TRO 3025 quick draw, not the HBS quick draw. What can I say? I'm just a classicalist, I guess. So I think we've done everything we can do for today. The infirmary has been assigned, all of the people that were injured. Speaking of injuries, Fred Jones already has the Purple Heart, will be out of action for 4 days. Vernita Formosa has a bruise on her abdomen, will be out for 3 days, also already has the appropriate awards. So I think we're ready, just about to advance the day and recover Tonga Lance and maybe send Mariana Lance against that artillery base. The archer missing the arm and all. Speaking of which, we did perform maintenance on the archer. How did that go? That went not great. Armor and left torso going down to E. Foot actuator down to D. There's a fair amount of green on the list too, so it's not all bad. And then the Cronus also slipping back into D and E territory. Looks like we're catching the last of the headpieces. Significant number of torsos and arms have arrived. The Warhammer is going to be a work in progress for another day. Rifleman Shasa bin Kadar, you're not. Oh, that might be why the Rifleman's not advancing, because we have overassigned a bunch of maintenance to that tech. I had not noticed that before just now. So who do we have take that load? Susan? I think we'll have Susan take the majority of that load. So from Shasta to Susan is the transition that we're going to be making. So we'll start with the Atlas, the Awesome, and the Orion. That gives us 255 minutes, so we can keep going. That's the hangar, not the warehouse. About the 2 archers. And the blackjack, can we do that? Okay, and that leaves Susan 15 minutes per day. That should leave Shasa, since the Rifleman I don't think needs maintenance while it's being refitted. So hopefully that's giving her a whole 480 minutes. If not, I believe a heavy mech takes 90 minutes. Jump and punch feel good too. Yeah. Can't wait for some poor light or medium to get close enough to the Banshee to be hailed by a wall of medium laser fire. Yeah, I love the mechs that have the 4 medium lasers. The Battlemaster, the Banshee. Plenty of my own personal designs have 4 medium lasers. It's just such an efficient way of dealing 20 points of damage. It really is. Let me take another look at this guy. 21 heat sinks. That is enough to fire both PPCs and walk and not build up any heat at all. If we add the autocannon 10, we're building up 3 heat. If we run and do all that, that's 4 heat. So even at range, it's going to take a couple of turns to really get warm. And then we can alternate out the PPC for a huge reduction in heat. But when we get close, we've got 12, 16, 17, 18 if we're close enough for the small lasers. So that's definitely going to be cooling down once we get within 9 hexes. Or 6, probably. The PPCs are, well, yeah, 6 hexes. I'm probably going to go with the 4 medium lasers over the PPC. I guess from here on out, all my mechs shall be named. They might be Giants references. Did you... I don't recall if you had mentioned that you wanted to name this, this Banshee. I might have missed that in the Discord, so I apologize. If you'd like to name it, you can let me know. And we can always name it. Birdhouse. For real? You're gonna make me do that. Ask and it shall be done. The birdhouse. Alright. Just because you like getting that song stuck in my head, I know. So we did advance the day. We still don't have a leg. Still don't have an arm. The awesome with its 4 engine hits. Every time you see it, you'll be immediately assaulted mentally by the thought hazard of a song. Yep. That's about what I figured. Alright, so center torso, we're definitely putting our best person on that, and we're definitely giving them the best odds we possibly can. Does Chris have edge? Let me just double check on that real quick. She does. She has 1 point of edge. So let's hope and pray that's enough. And the jabber is called Rescue. Oh yeah, that I had forgotten. I remember now that you mentioned it. Rescue. And I apologize again for not having all of this sorted out and cleared up before I went live. That's on me for, again, waiting until the last minute to do any of my prep work. So I do apologize. I do sometimes take breaks from the Discord for a few days at a time, but that's mostly because work gets in the way. Especially this week, work had me opening and closing a lot this week, so I'm not trying to excuse anything, but it is what it is, and sometimes I just don't have it in me. I apologize. 9, because they're all in the field. In the field. And even though we don't have a dropship, we've been assigned one, so we have transport bays available for working on our mechs. Because 7s and 9s is no way to live your life. 9s and 5s is much more doable. Or 7s and 5s, excuse me. And yeah, we took quite a nasty beating yesterday, so it's going to take us a couple of days, I think, to recover from that. And we'll take some chances on some 5s and some 6s. $105. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, we're definitely going to be needing more armor. Also, engines are surprisingly not that hard to work on compared to, say, gyros. This engine is pretty well scrapped. That's going to be a couple days to fix. The gyro on a 6. Let me wait until I can get that on a 5. Sometimes I work 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. I know your pain. I appreciate that. It's good to know that I'm not the only one who gets their butt kicked sometimes. 72 points on a 7. Can we make that a 6, please? Okay. That was a little unnecessary, but I don't care. That was a big risk to take, and I didn't want to take that much of a risk on a 7. Double heat sinks, we can give that to... Okay, we probably didn't need a 4 on that one, but I didn't want to lose it. Double heat sinks to me are valuable for some reason that single heat sinks just aren't. An 8. Yeah, let's wait for a veteran on that. We're gonna need a large laser as well. Place, purchase parts. I don't know why I'm doing that. Probably would have been easier to do that from the other menu, but I forgot that for a minute. And we're gonna buy, I think, 3 of those. And while we're at it, we maybe buy a couple of those if they're available. Like 2 of those. Yeah. Because there's a really good upgrade, I think, for that blackjack that replaces large lasers with ER large lasers. So it just works out well with the heat management because it already has the 24 heat sinks, and one large laser, ER large laser, produces just as much heat as the 4 medium lasers that it has. Alright, so the blackjack is waiting on a veteran tech and a large laser, which is going to be a few days at best. Cronus, man, everybody just took a beating this last mission. That was rough. I don't want to have to replace all the stuff in that leg just because I screwed up one roll. Alright, so that is the Cronus off of the list. Alright, B, can we do some 6s, please? Thank you. Yeah, we're also gonna need a bunch of armor. 41 points. Just have someone with no XP working on not a green. Yeah, I don't want to lose 41 points of armor. That's like 2.5 tons. And that represents a pretty significant investment. And of course, the arms and legs and armor on this Atlas is not going to be the hard part. The hard part is going to be replacing the head. So, pretty sure we can find some ER large lasers in the depot markets on Cowtown. You had me going in the first half. I will have the battle armor tech work on that. Try to get some. This Atlas took such a beating. I'm sorry for that. And I can't help but think it was something I could have done differently. We can get good discounts. Cal's a friend to me. Sure. Okay, so what else are we still missing? Left leg. Oh, we can't order stuff from here. That's maybe an issue. Okay, so we need upper leg, actuators, and heads for the Atlas. Also, we're out of cockpits. Okay, so purchase parts was upper leg actuator for 100-tonner, and I want to buy probably 3 of those. And then, oh, forgot the head. Wait, how do we not have a 100-ton head? I thought we already. Locations, Mech head. Oh, it's in transit. And we only have 1. The odds of putting it on the first time are not great. Maybe we buy 2 more of those. It's a lot of money, but I really don't want the Atlas to be down any longer than it has to be. And it's already going to be a few days before we get any of these replacement parts because I bought all of my stuff on the way to the planet, not on the way from the last planet. So that's going to slow down our progress on this mission quite a lot as we're waiting for these parts that we need to get back in action. Yeah, Marianas Lance is in good shape. Lance. Well, I think we can get the Atlas off of here. I think what we can actually do, we can put Raskzak in. Oh, Tsubasa's a regular. He should be also a lieutenant. Let's click. Where is it on? There he is. Lieutenant Junior grade. Congratulations on the on the promotion. Regular. Oh, you were not a bondsman. You were a captive. You guys are recruits because you were captives. You guys are recruits because you're green. All right, all the ranks appear to be in order at this point. I did also, before I started streaming today, go ahead and tag Petra as the unit commander because apparently I had forgotten to do that beforehand. So unless we send out Marianas Lance with a damaged archer missing an arm, let's just go ahead and pass another day. Oh yeah, XP day and payday. Unit market has been updated. We could get a Panther, a Jenner, or a Whitworth. One of those Panthers is actually 10% off. I don't know if I want a Panther even for cheap. Could pick up a Demolisher or a Partisan. That's the 4 autocannon 5 Partisan. The Demolisher, of course, with the 2 autocannon 20s. Honestly, I think what we need more than anything is people to drive them. Enemy morale is now normal. Special event treachery. Bad information from employer. Next enemy morale roll gets +1. And that's a minor breach on the employer's side. And I don't think that has any effect. I don't think there's anything we can do with that or about that. But yeah, looks like most of these are privates gaining XP. I see some corporals. Hoser gained an XP, so that puts him at 5. Private, sergeant, corporal. Tsubasa has gained an XP. That's he's 5 away from picking up a gunnery. Private, sergeant, private. Maintenance on Hoser's ride. How did that go? Not great, I'm guessing. kind of a mixed bag. Double heatsink going down, medium laser going up. Well, could be worse. Just really looking forward to when we start getting some elite techs. We're still getting heads in, we're still getting torsos in, starting to get arms and legs in. We did fix the center torso on the awesome. Still working on the armor. Oh, George Valdez attempted to fix the right leg on the Atlas and messed up badly. So that's going to be unrepairable. How badly is that going to be unrepairable? That was the right leg, I presume? Yeah, so that is going to be at 13 points until we replace the leg. That's groovy. I wish that hadn't happened. We'll have our BA tech. Oh, yeah, whatever. And then we'll have Lima do that. And then after that, we're waiting on parts. The Blackjack, waiting on a veteran tech. Have Chris do that because she has edge. It's going to be 2 more days after this at least. Have Lonnie working on fusion reactor, and we'll pray. We'll have Veronica Hurst. How much time are you spending on maintenance? Veronica Hurst, you're actually spending 240 minutes a day. So that's going to take, what, 2 more days, I think? It's a 5, which is pretty good odds. Let's see, so that's waiting on parts. That's waiting on techs. That one's working. Warhammer is going to be a little while. Varank! Hey, how's it going? Glad you could join us. Did we get that awesome fixed yet? We are, in fact, working on it. It still needs some armor on the center torso. It still needs the engine fixed. That's going to be a couple days, and the gyro is going to be a couple days as well. Because we don't have, you might have missed it. Did we get Lark turned into a zombie and get him fixed? As a matter of fact, yes. Lark is now, if I can find him. He was a regular. Vale Rasksack. Who apparently spawned in with Human Tiaro Arrow, which I hadn't noticed before. And you know what? I don't see any reason to get rid of it. Sometimes people just turn up with special abilities. Speaking of which, Ed tactics. We wanted to give you strategy as well. Larkin Arrow Tech. No, he's a ground air gunner. That was, what was I looking for again? Tactics, strategy, one or the other. And leadership, because all of my PCs are eligible to be commanding units, or unit commanding officers. I've lost him, there he is. So yeah, let's go ahead and edit that as well. Tactics, strategy, and leadership. 1 point of each. Alright. Best Flak Panzer gunner on this side of the inner sphere, damn it. Let's just go ahead and save this here, just to be on the safe side. Since I just made all of those alterations, I'd hate for something to happen. I feel like I've made some good progress. What did we decide about the repair mech? For right now, it is in its own force in the rear echelon of the TONE. It is deployable at this point, but I don't know if I'm going to deploy it. Silent Endus had mentioned that Ash was willing to pilot one of our other mechs, specifically one of the archers, but didn't like the idea of sitting on an ammo bomb. So I had suggested the quick draw could be altered to be a little safer and a little more melee friendly. But for now, that's still kind of in the air, I think. In the meantime, we're just trying to get all of our stuff fixed up so that we can take on this artillery base that kicked our butt last time. Maybe with both of our lances, if we could. Go for the quick draw? Please hate those archers, huh? Apparently not. I just brought a Banshee, that way you can tell Vale is alive. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and get the quick draw out of mothballs. We'll have Kazuko do that. We will assign it to attack unless it already has one. Tassa's doing the refit. Give that to Veronica Hurst. Mech Warriors, not Mech Techs. Okay, so Ash is going to be in the quick draw. Now the question is, which lands do I add it to? We've got, both of them are pretty much at the top of their weight class for what that doesn't really matter anymore. All right. So this is going to be interesting. The quick draw, and I do have some modifications I want to make to the quick draw. I just don't think now is the best time. Seeing as how we're probably going to be going into action here in the next couple of days, and that's, well, honestly, you know what? Let me see if I can find a refit kit that works. 4G Mark II. Drops the LRM-10, removes the lasers. Up armored, up heat synced. And can be done in 3,000 minutes, or 6,000 because we're going to fail the roll initially. Versus the 4H, which just moves the lasers to the front and the SRM to the rear. Let's go for something maybe a little quicker than that. I'd like to have something that we could do in just 2 days. Move that there. Move that there. Forward facing and forward facing. And that's, oof, that's still 1920. Might as well drop the LRM while we're at it since it takes about as long. And since we already have a name for it. So yeah, this one's much more of a close-in fighter, especially, well, is it the Mark III? Still has medium lasers in the arms. What? No, not what I meant to click. 2940 still has lasers in the arms. Yeah, I guess it'll be a 4G Mark IV. Alright, we're gonna do it like this. Alright, so that's gonna be about 8 days. And we'll have maybe Kostya work on it. There's technically a chance that it could be done in 4 days. Oh. Okay, well. Okay, so now it's going to be the Mark V quick draw. And that just removes the lasers and look at all those techs now. Yeah, we have A bunch of techs now. According to the lore, when the Archer was new, they'd keep the missile bay doors closed to fool enemies into thinking it was some sort of closed-range brawler. I did not know that there was an in-universe reason for the bay doors on those missile launchers. That's actually really cool to know. Alright, so that's going to be probably 8 days on that. At least 2 days there. Don't know when we're getting that large laser in. But we still have the torso and the arm to put on. That's going to be 2 days each at least. Learned that fact and more reading the threads on Let's Talk Battletech on Twitter. Yes, absolutely. Shout out to Lark and his Let's Talk Battletech Twitter. He's actually the reason I have anywhere near the followers I have, so appreciate it. Am I feeling better? I look like I am. I'm feeling significantly better, but I still have a bit of a cough. But yeah, I'm not planning on cutting tonight's stream short or anything like that. It's nowhere near as bad as it was last week. So I appreciate that. Thank you. So mainly we're just waiting on an arm for this Archer, and then we can send Mariana's Lance into battle. What am I trying to do here? That's waiting. That's working. That's working. That's a damn shame. And this is some good salvage. I don't think we're ready for another battle just yet, so I'm going to go ahead and advance the next day. So we've got some heads, some torsos, rather a lot of torsos, some arms, some legs, and some actuators are starting to come in. Here we have cough syrup for cold flu. It also contains morphine. Wow. I'm actually a little relieved that the cough syrup around here does not have morphine in it. And Penny failed to fix the armor on. Awesome. So let's give that another shot. The gyro is fixed though, so that's good. Let's give that to Halima, I think, and we'll go 9 times 4, bring that down to a 5. Okay, so now the only thing is the engine. So we took care of that. Fixed the gyro, fixed the left arm on the Atlas. Still working on that left torso. Still working on that left torso. The rifleman is starting to come along now that we're actually spending time on it. And I guess it works. You'll certainly sleep through the cold. Yeah. Oh, I just realized I could have been taking NyQuil this whole time and I haven't been. That's my answer to morphine is NyQuil. It just knocks me out so quick and so completely. Quick Draw has 2 days left. Some hand actuators again, and some alarm actuators being ordered. Alright. Do we have an arm for this Archer yet? Still no. We do have a leg for the Warhammer. Now Penny is doing maintenance, so she doesn't have her full 480 minutes. Veronica Hurst, I think, is also doing maintenance. Veronica, yeah, is doing quite a lot of maintenance. So actually, who do I want? That's going to be Chris or Loney. Chris or Loney is going to be doing that. NyQuil is rare here because you actually have to be 18 plus to buy it here. That's weird. There are things here that, I mean, you have to be 18 to buy NyQuil here too, but it's not like rare because of it. You just go to the store and, assuming that you don't look like a kid, you just buy it. It's not like hard to get a hold of unless you're under 18. Alright, so waiting on a veteran tech to do the Warhammer, which actually should be the lowest priority since we don't actually need it. What else can we have them working on? Probably just that arm is the only thing we need. Do we go one more day? We're risking picking up some more missions if we go one more day, but let's do it. Oh, pending in 2 days. Convoy Escort. Oh man, that's a little worrisome. I mean, it's not an HBS escort mission, but maintenance on the Wolverine. Not great news. Not terrible news. A bunch of parts have come in. That's torsos and arms, legs. I don't suppose one of those is for the archer. No, not yet. Still. HBS escort missions are lovely as long as you're escorting and not having to attack them. We did fix the engine on the Awesome, so that is off the list. Cool. We got the left torso on the Blackjack. Nice. Now we just have to get the arm on and then the laser. The Rifleman is going to be done in 5 days. Stalker is going to be done in a while. Quick Draw hypothetically could be done tomorrow. Lower leg actuators and upper arm actuators being found and delivered. Alright. Is there anything we can do repair-wise? Okay, we've got the left torso armor we could work on. We've got this arm we could be putting on. We'll have Chris go ahead and start on that. It's still going to be 2 days. But hopefully 2 days is all it takes. And not like 4. Because we do have a mission coming up now. Double heat sinks. Let's go ahead and double the time on those. So we can get that down to a 4, because I don't like losing double heat sinks to bad rolls. And we'll even take some 5s. It's not that big a deal. And actually, since I'm thinking about it, what exactly are the parameters of this mission? Convoy Escort. Convoy is allied. It is a copper security mech. We're going up against some tanks and some artillery. And some unknown hostiles. An SRM carrier and an AC-2 carrier. That SRM carrier could be scary. That Saladin is also a little worrisome. Send Force A, send Force B. I say we see to it and send some TAC nukes. Except that we're escorting the Allied convoy, which is all of one mech. And not a very good one. Convoy Escort, yes. This is... Okay, so we need to deploy on the 5th. The convoy can drive over the craters. I guess technically that is true. But again, Ares conventions, Comstar, yada yada yada, we don't use nukes. Also, presumably this is at least somewhat inhabited. You'll just need to wear rad suits. Indeed. We've got the left arm working on the Blackjack. Oh, we never did order a cockpit. Yeah, let me just go ahead and order a couple of cockpits real quick. I know it's not an actuator, I'm just gonna do this. Standard cockpit, go ahead and put 2 of those on the list since we have 17 million C-bills now. It's gonna be a little while before those come in. It's gonna be, actually, okay, we've started ordering some of this ammo, and some of these things are gonna take a little while to go through. I did decide to order some bombs and some Gauss rifle ammo and some other stuff in bulk. Plenty of LRM-15 ammo. That's going to take a while to get through. 15 SRM-6 ammo, but those are all things that I want / need. Hostile artillery base? Yes. The enemy does have a hostile artillery base. And it was actually assaulting that base that got you killed last time, 2 weeks ago. So I'm a little hesitant to take another crack at that without being, fully ready. Although, if we wanted to send this archer without an arm, we could have done that a couple of days ago. Probably been back, but then we'd have even more repairs we'd be working on. I think what I'm gonna do at this point is I'm just gonna try to do repairs for the next 2 days, get as much stuff fixed as possible for this convoy escort. Seeing good soldiers died at a failed attack. Nuke it. The artillery base is a tempting target. If we had a nuke, that would be where I'd put it, for sure. But in the meantime, it is just 3 thumpers in a long time, which I want to say we should be able to take care of. I'm planning on sending, and Marianas Lance might be a bit much. August Lance, actually, they're both nears makes no difference, 9,000 BV. So might as well send Marianas. Honestly, that feels a little. I mean, they've got what, 5, 6, 7, less than 8,000 BV. Should be no problem. The only thing is, obviously, their losses don't really count against them, and ours do. Also, wetlands, swamp, not good for an escort mission. Pitch black, maybe not bad for an escort mission. Yeah, let's use one of our rerolls to see about this. Sandy River, okay, that works. And then pitch black and heavy fog. There's going to be absolutely zero visibility on this map. Oh, it's going to be ridiculous. There's going to be so many misses. Also, who's still in the infirmary? Just some prisoners and some privates. Okay, so all of our pilots are back at least. Really, just the blackjack is still damaged. All right, one more day, and then we deploy the day after that. So we've gotten some heads in, we've gotten some torsos and some arms and legs and actuators in, and one lot of autocannon 10 ammo. We are slowly working our way through this list. The left torso on the Warhammer and the left arm on the Blackjack are going to be working for another day. The Rifleman is down to about 4 days left. The Stalker is down to 7,000 minutes. The Quick Draw didn't get his 12. Is going to be another 4 days. Finding some more autocannon ammo. Okay, cluster bombs and arrow 4 ammo we're not going to be able to get. So let's just go ahead. Do that and do that. I don't want them on the list if we're not able to get them. Also the fuel air bombs. I was worried that would happen, but I was actually worried that would happen to things like armor and actuators. Bombs and arrow 4 ammo, I'm not too concerned with. Gauss ammo is something we're also not going to be able to get yet, or right now. Found some high explosive bombs. Could not find inferno bombs. We don't really need high explosive bombs either. And the LBX ammo. Okay, so we're gonna have less than a page of list come tomorrow. And just load the bombs with white phosphorus. We don't condone war crimes. We never have. And we're gonna start seeing some LRM ammo in a few days. That's cool. All right. So, is there anything else we can do on our last day before this battle starts? We're gonna have the left arm on the blackjack. All right, let's hope we get a 7 there. We don't condone war crimes. Well, maybe you don't. You're right, I don't. And I am the ad hoc, ergo Proctor Hoc commander of this little foray. Okay, so we've got the Convoy Escort mission today. We've got some torsos and some arms and some legs and some actuators coming in and some ammo coming in. And we're actually down to the last little bit of things to order. And we're going to start seeing from here to here is the stuff I really wanted. From probably here to here. I don't know if we're going to be able to get this streak ammo or the narc pods. Yeah, the narc pods are a no-go. We'll get them off the list. Streak ammo. Yeah. PPCs. We can't get PPCs. Oh, that could be a problem. I just hope we can also get large lasers. The Emperor refit kit. No, for real. Large laser, ER large laser. I can't say I'm surprised about the ER large. Oh man, that Emperor. Okay, well we're not refitting it anymore. So we might as well put it in mothballs for now. We'll have Kazuko. Okay. I was gonna have Kazuko do that. I didn't mean to double click on that guy. Why 0 minutes? Shouldn't that have been 480 minutes? Or is that someone that already spent their time? You know what? This Emperor is being a pain in the butt. Cancel mothballing. We will mothball it. We'll have Kazuko do that. Thank you. And actually spend 480 minutes doing it. Alright. And now comes the fun part. I think I actually want to do it from over here. That's going to be Mariana's Lance. Missing its arm and all. We're not going to commit any additional forces because I think... Oh, and we detected an additional hostile force. Assassinate? Is that... 02? Yeah, that's our other objective. The hostile forces at 02 is this assassinate mission. And it's saying that we have a battle on the 5th. What? Yeah, okay, so we have 2 battles today. Lovely. Was not anticipating that. So I guess Tonga Lands has no choice. The quick draw is not ready, but everything else, except for the blackjack, is missing its laser. Alright, so what do we want to see first? This assassinate mission or the convoy that's in the pitch black and the heavy fog on the Sandy River coastal terrain? Assassinate. Oh, they have 10,000 points worth of enemies. Mostly lights. There's a Saladin, could be an issue. A rifleman with a 3-3 pilot could be an issue. A Panther with a 3-5 is no slouch. Rhino, a Manticore, an LRM carrier, 2 Manticores. Well, that is going to be an uphill battle at best. And we're also taking on a Crusader as our designated target. Alright, let's do this. The first one that we knew was going to be a thing. An hour into the mission, into the stream, and already, yeah. Okay, so let's just camo these guys up. Federated Commonwealth. We'll go with. I want something maybe a little more. There we go. Something a little more obvious. Except, wait, the Draconis are going to be. And unknown hostiles. Is there a pirates listing here? Pirates. Okay. So that kind of works, I think, and is basically readable. Maneuvering ace and small pilot, that's fine. Can we sort by BV? Okay, so this Long Tom is the biggest threat on the field, supposedly, followed by the SRM carrier. Oh, the Thumper is off board? Oh, all of the artillery is off board. Okay. Well, that's gonna make things interesting. And the copper, hoping it's not as slow as I suspect it is. But it probably is. Only solution is to have 24-hour streams. We've joked about this before, but okay, so that's a nice wide open map. We still have one reroll, so I'm thinking maybe we switch that to light fog, and hopefully the copper knows enough to move recklessly. Okay, we have lost the initiative. Back-to-back 24-hour streams. 48 non-stop hours. Yeah, I'm down for that. So we have lost the initiative between behind Team 2 and the unknown hostiles. Visibility is pitch black. Fog level is light fog. We knew that. I did not happen to notice which side we're deploying on. We're deploying on the left side. Resize that real quick. Alright, so we'll start with the Atlas, and we're just gonna kind of truck light right along this line. Oh wait, there's our industrial mech. We should stick next to him. He has an almost straight line to right there, if I can get him to follow that line. Yeah, okay. We'll have random guys stick by the copper. Be like that one streamer Ludwig who streamed for a straight month without stopping. Curious esteemed pickles people's champion. Okay. I'm gonna have to check out that. Do me a favor, post that clip in the Discord somewhere so I can see it, because I can't really click on it right now. Oh, also I forgot I could look at clips on Twitch. That's a thing that happens. And it's gonna have to go around that water, but I think that'll be alright. Alright, the Mark III Archer could almost, yeah, we could go this way. Like cut across there, run interference. And then Vernita in the damaged Archer Mark II. No, we'll follow behind the copper. Very precarious river placement. Yeah, kind of cutting across the top of the map. I hope it doesn't work against us. I hope that Princess puts some stuff over there that doesn't have jump jets. And we can just scoot on by. Alright, so for turn... Okay, why are we seeing initiative for turn 1 again? Oh, because that was the deployment phase. So we have actually 1 initiative for turn 1. And hopefully we can see some... Okay, so there is a Saladin who is somehow visible to us and not just on sensors. Oh man, so slow. Yep, 1 hex per turn. Yeah. No? You're not gonna let me move there? Suck. Alright. Let's... Well, damage high low works for me. Do we have a shot? We've got a 13. Got some 14s. We do technically have a 12. We'll go ahead and fire on a 12. Wyvern, you're gonna go range high low. And you have nothing in range. Oh yeah, those hover tanks are... Wait. Yeah, the Saladin and the Scimitar are going to have no problems with the river. The Forest is going to be a problem for them. The Skulker and the Pegasus... Wait, is this Scout? Yeah, it's a hover tank. So it's going to be no problem there. We'll go range high-low here. And we don't have visibility on anything. Yarvik and the Wolverine is not in range. And random guy in the Atlas. Ooh. Can see the Skulker. Is it in range, or is it a shot though? Not on a 15. Alright, well, I don't know what they were shooting at us, but we almost hit on that 12. Alright, we have won the initiative for round 2. Thumper will all be landing. Oh, I forgot they had artillery. This is going to be an issue. We're going to go reckless. We're going to go 4 hexes. Because I think running reckless is more difficult. 6. Alright, forgot. Just a 4 for walking. Yeah, we can handle 4s. Or at least we can for a while. Oh, 5. 5 is not great. That cramped cockpit. Woof. Alright, come on, Yarvik. Random guy, you're gonna need a 6, aren't you? Yeah, you are. And the Atlas falls down. Oh, I was doing it to avoid the artillery. Taking 5 to the center torso, destroying the searchlight, and 5 to the left arm. Takes his first point of pilot damage and needs a 3 to stay conscious, rolls a 5. And then, yeah, I guess we can get up on a 6, maybe. Okay, succeeded in getting up. I saw the splash screen and I was like, oh no, that's not good. Okay, so the Pegasus on 11s will take a 10 and a 9. We'll take a couple of 11s. Do we take a 12? And that's going to be a 13. We'll do 112, but I don't want to overheat or nothing. Alright, Scimitar on a 14, or the Saladin. Probably also a 14, yeah. And that's even with the target using a searchlight. A 14 can't do that. Everybody misses. No surprise there. Alright, we have won the initiative. Team 2 and the unknown hostiles have diced off twice, and Team 2 came out the victor, so the unknown hostiles have lost the initiative. We have yet to deal any damage to them. They have yet to deal any damage to us, but that's, we have taken damage. Alright, we'll have Petra continue to advance on 4s. We'll have Wyvern continue to advance on 4s. Bernita on a 4. Yarvik in the Wolverine. Might be better served by jumping. Yeah, let's jump this way. Try to close ranks with these guys. Maybe try to kind of flush them out. And yeah, you're just going to run. Okay, everybody succeeds. Some of them just barely. Okay, terrain is taking a bunch of damage. All of the shots were observed by the R Orion. Bunch of terrain taking damage. And how badly did they miss us? Not by very much. On 13s, what have we got here? We've got 11s, or we've got a 9. Yeah, we'll take a couple of 9s. Oh, I forget. My head is in the way. We can shove the minimap over here in this dead space. Yeah, we're playing Windows Simulator. I'm sure that's what you guys are here for. Okay, so this archer down here has 11s on the Pegasus. We'll go ahead and take 2 of those, because we want to hit eventually, and we have to take shots to do that. We've got 9s on this Pegasus. Something is bound to hit him sooner or later. And we'll take a pot shot on a 12. And random guy has no targets. Oh, Orion landing his autocannon on the Pegasus's left side, stunning the crew for a turn, and landing 3 LRMs to the left side as well, immobilizing the Pegasus. Everyone else misses. But he's going to be a much easier target now. We've won the initiative, followed by the unknown hostiles, who still haven't shown up yet, I don't think. So Petra, actually, will continue moving recklessly. Wyvern will continue moving recklessly. And yes, I know that we're eventually going to fail one of these fours. It's inevitable. I saw a flame burst on top of the copper. Okay, Long Tom has hit the copper for 5 damage to the left leg, leaving it with 5 armor remaining. Yeah, an immobile vehicle is worth something. Thumper hits nothing. Thumper hits terrain. Thumper turns some heavy woods into some light woods. Alright. So let's see. Our Orion has a shot maybe on the scimitar? On 10s. Versus, how's the Pegasus outside of visual and sensor range, but the scimitar isn't? I don't get that. 10s and 8s will take it though. How about Wolverine? Might be able to see him. Skulker on 11s. Paladin probably also on 11s. Alright, we'll go for the Pegasus on 9s. And I think that's going to light him up with our searchlight. Yes, it is. So that's going to be a 9, and I think a 10. Well, I don't think that's actually going to be a 9. I think that's going to be like a 6. We'll see. And now we've got 5s because he's eliminated by our searchlight. And 6s. Oh, this Pegasus is going down. And just like that, I've got Cowtown stuck in my head again. Thank you, Lark, for that. Yeah, this Pegasus is about to be nuked. The Orion missing the scimitar, the Wolverine hitting the Pegasus in the front, Archer Mark III hitting with 16 LRMs and destroying the Pegasus. Anytime. Alright, the Pegasus is toast. All of the rest of this is wasted fire. It's okay because the ammo is basically free. The Archer and the Wolverine are both at 2 heat. Everyone else is running cool. We've won initiative for round 5. We're at 99.5%. Primary outfor is at 64%. The copper is at 95%. Oh, is that a mech? I think that's a mech. That's a vehicle. Alright. Can we start by moving random guy just to sync that initiative? Okay, everyone's moving recklessly. Fours, you know what? No, I don't want to click that box. I really don't. I do like having a warning when I'm about to do something stupid. So if it means one more click, or three, depending on how often I miss. Four, there we go. Alright, let's get into medium laser. Well, do we really want to get within medium laser range of a Saladin in its front arc? I don't think we do. How about we come up here to medium laser range, medium range for the medium lasers from the scimitar. Alright, Thumpers landing, Mobile Tom landing, terrain taking bunches and bunches of damage. Alright, you've got no targets. You've got no targets. Let's see the Wolverine first. On an 11, I think that's actually going to be... Is that actually going to be 11s? 4, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it is. No target. Okay, yeah, this dark is really messing with everyone. And the fog and everything. So mainly, I'm just waiting for that copper to make it all the way across. Thought that usually unlit up when I used it. Guess my memory is playing tricks on me. Misclick. Alright, come on, Copper. Let's move it. I want to get in behind that Saladin. I'm not trying to take him on from the front if I can avoid it. Alright, Mobile Long Tom hits some terrain. Thumpers hitting some terrain. Lightwood's converted to rough. I don't know what they're shooting at, but they're missing. No targets. No targets. They're literally just hiding up there. We've got 11s on the Saladin. I mean, sure, why not? Worst case scenario, we missed. Alright, the Archer misses the Saladin. The Wolverine does land 5 SRMs on the Skulker, costing it half of its movement points, plus 2. And leaving it with 10 armor on the front. So he has, let me see. Where did it go? There it is. So, yeah, he was not evasive to begin with, so that didn't really make a difference, I don't think, in this darkness, because Princess doesn't like to move recklessly. And the Skulker returns fire, hitting us with a medium laser in the right arm. Can we kick it? We can kick it on a 6. That seems like a very good idea. And we kicked it in the front for 12 damage, destroying it. So we've won initiative on round 7. Still no sign of those unknown hostiles. Primary op4 is down to 48%. Everyone else is looking pretty good. Thumper's landing next turn. Alright, let's start with Yarvik since they decided to go ahead and move the Saladin first. So, we'll save a point of heat and do that. Yeah, let's maybe cross the river. Close in with them. I know I'm tempting fate by moving reckless on every turn, but it gives me so much more maneuverability than the enemy has. Alright. Long Tom hits some terrain, Thumper hits some terrain. Other two Thumpers miss and scatter into open fields. Got 11s on the Saladin. Let's go ahead and we'll take one of those plus a 9. Wyvern on the Scimitar. Ooh, we've got 6s with the LRMs. Yeah, we'll take those. And you know what? We'll take a couple of 11s with that too. I really want that Saladin off the field. Alright, the Orion missed on 11s and 9s. The Archer on 6s hits the Scimitar in the left side, making it immobile. Hits it in the rear, the left side. Down to 2 armor on that left side, down to 13 in the rear. The other Archer on 11s missing. The Wolverine on the Saladin, hitting it in the rear with a both medium lasers, hitting it in the ammo and destroying it completely. Copper is at 0 heat. Alright, we have won the initiative for round 8. They're down to 9% of their forces because all they have left is an immobile hovercraft. If you know what, if we destroy all of the primary op4, because we can't destroy the off-board artillery. But if we run out of targets, oh, that was the copper. I was gonna say, who's that? I thought that was a pilot at first. 7. I don't know why that's 7. Ooh, this could be a bad idea. Because if we breach the center torso or the head, we're done for. Normally that would be a 3. I would take that chance. But on a 5, I don't think I want to do that. I did not happen to notice when the other guys were deploying. So it could be any round, or it could be never. I don't know. Where is the damage? On the left side. Do we want to give that kill Petra or Yarvik? No one else is really. Renita, these are all NPCs. Except for Wyvern and Random Guy. Alright, well. Shall we lob some LRMs? And then maybe take a couple of medium laser shots as well. On 12s, but it's targeting the left side at least. Have to be Arvik then. Fours. Very nice. Very nice indeed. And I know at this point it's probably a waste of ammo. Alright. Archer Mark III landing. This is Wyvern landing 6 missiles to the left side in the rear, and then 12 more missiles to the left side turret and left side, destroying it. And then there's nothing left. Okay, so there is no more Op 4. There's only artillery and the unknown hostiles. You know what? Could keep looking for these hostiles. Do that. Let's do that. Okay. So the long tom tags the archer for 5 to the right torso rear, leaving us with 1 armor. So that's not good. I'm actually not sure that we can afford to wait until the copper gets all the way across the board. He is barely, he's on 12 out of 30. It's going to take him forever to get there. And their artillery is closing in. We have no targets for any of our people because there are no targets that I'm aware of. We just have to survive this artillery barrage until... Oh, there's an SRM carrier. Very nice. Well, he's not going to be within 3 hexes of me, so I'm okay with standing still. That SRM carrier definitely just became primary target. Alright. Random guys, Geometro. Can we do this without falling down? I need a 6. Nope. Atlas rolls a 5. Takes 5 to the right arm and 5 to the right torso. Fails to avoid damage, takes his second hit. Needs an 8? No, I don't think so. All right. Well, let's start with random guy who doesn't have any targets. We'll move on to the Orion, who's got 7s on the SRM carrier. 7s and 9s. And a 5. And I'll take a 9 too, since that only puts us at 4 heat. We've got 6s with the Mark III. 6s and 10s, we'll take 3 of those. And we've got 8s here, puts us at 2 heat. We've got 8s here. Leaves us with 1 heat sink unaccounted for, or unused. But you know what, that's fine. AC2 carrier, firing on the Archer, needing 9s and missing with all of them. The Orion, hitting the SRM carrier with a medium laser to the left side. And hitting 8 missiles also to the left side, going internal, immobilizing the vehicle, and stunning the crew for a turn. The SRM carrier, firing its SRMs at the Mark III Archer, hitting with 3 out of its needing 8s. So he's going to hit with probably about 4 of them. The first one hits with 3 missiles to the left arm, would have been the left torso critical, but goes to the center torso and the right arm. Hits with 4 missiles, splashing around the arms and torso and legs. 4 more missiles to the torsos, would have been the right leg critical, but uses up our last point of edge. 3 missiles to the left torso, left leg, and center torso. 4 more missiles. Alright, and then the Archer returns fire at the SRM carrier, hitting 12 missiles to the left side, destroying the SRM carrier completely. The Wolverine's wasted shots. Archer needs a 5 to stay standing, rolls a 3. That's a shame. Takes 5 to the right arm, 2 to the left leg. Wyvern needs a 5 to avoid damage and rolls a 3. I don't think I have made a single seatbelt check yet this game. Needs a 3 to stay conscious, rolls a 12. So very, very conscious. Orion is at 4 heat. Archers are both at 2. Everyone else is running cool. We have won the initiative, and they're down to 30% of their BV. Yeah, we'll go ahead and stand still. I'll have him use careful stand and face that way. Needs a 2. Yes, we can do that. He's standing still. He's going to use careful stand, and he's going to be facing that way as well. On a 4. Thank you. Yarvik. Back up onto this AC carrier and go for the kick. Alright, on 6s. That should be pretty easy. We've got 6s and 8s. And a 6. That puts us at 1 heat. Yeah, we'll go up to 4 heat with some SRMs. Gotta empty those bins before they blow up on us. We've got 6s over here, and we'll take a couple of 12s as well, because why not? It's the last enemy. We've got 6s over here. That's gonna leave us at 2 heat. I can't shoot into that hex because we're in that hex. And random guy is gonna throw in, is not gonna throw in anything. AC2 carrier misses everything on 11s. The Orion landing 6 missiles to the front, destroying its searchlight and costing it +2 to its driving skill rolls. Mark III Archer landing 28 missiles to the left side and the front, injuring the commander and destroying the AC2 carrier. Now that is all of the hostiles on the board. So yes, required victory conditions have been achieved. So that is pretty good news. I was afraid that I'd have to manually uh, uh, claim victory, but uh, yes, we did control the battlefield. We took relatively minimal damage. Random guy got hurt again by falling down. Sorry not to make fun of your plight, but it's a little funny that it keeps happening. The Long Tom and the Thumpers all escaped. We don't have enough salvage percentage to pick up anything else. Did we capture any crew members? We captured one of the AC-2 carrier guys, captured one of the Pegasus Scout hover tank guys, one of the SRM guys, one of the Skulker guys. So almost one from every vehicle. And it looks like that was all just Yarvik and Wyverns splitting those kills. Now those are worth XP, but it's not worth a Bronze Star because those were not piloted vehicles. And yeah, all the victory points. All the victory points. Oh, and a support point for getting the copper across the field. Very nice. So that mission, I don't think could have gone any better than it did. Just go ahead and save that. No, we're not going to be able to do repairs on them because they're deployed for the whole day. We can't do any repairs on that. We can't do much Anoia repairs on this thing. We could do some heat sinks and actuators. Actually, we could do almost everything at this point. Let's do some heat sinks on 5s. Do some actuators on 4s. Yeah, I think... No. Yeah, we'll do Penny first. Okay, Penny gained an XP at least. We'll have Veronica Hurst do that actuator. Alright, so this Warhammer is almost ready to go into storage, because that is what's going to happen. I don't have anyone to drive it right now, and I don't have room in the TO&E for it either, unless we create a third Lance. Which I'm not sure. I mean, I have more text than I've ever had, but is it enough? Especially with the veterans. We've only got the 3 veterans. Well, I guess we have... Seriously have 6 veteran mech tech? Jeez, I didn't realize we had that many. But only... But 3 of them are doing lots of maintenance, and one of them is doing this rifleman refit kit. Alright, before we advance today, we have another battle. We've got an assassinate battle that is going to be significantly more difficult. We've got Tonga Lance versus almost 11,000 points of Op 4, including another Saladin. Some lights, some tanks, a rifleman with a 3-3, a panther with a 3-5, 2 manticores, an LRM carrier, and a rhino. And this one is in broad daylight, in clear weather, calm wind, no fog. We have a reroll. We could possibly limit the usefulness of some of their long-range stuff by making it darker out. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we can do. Okay, yeah, I know the quick draw can't deploy. Oh, wait. Yeah, without the quick draw, we're only running 7,500 BV. This battle, I think, looks unwinnable. I did not consider that, so before we go any further, let me try something. Let me just temporarily. Okay, now that's a lot more doable. Now that there's only 6,500 points worth of guys. Now, I hope everyone understood what just happened there. Is I removed the mech that couldn't deploy from our forces and then recalculated a different set of op4 based on that. And now our designated target is a harasser. Well, that's a little disappointing, actually. So we've still got a grasshopper and a grand dragon. Those could be threats, especially the grasshopper with the 3/5 pilot. Other than that, I don't see a whole lot to be too worried about. I'm still thinking about making it a little darker. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start the game now. Yeah, I knew the quick draw wasn't gonna be able to deploy, but I did not realize that that was going to affect our BV so significantly. Edgar with natural aptitude gunnery is not gonna fly. Right, that's under pilot. Natural aptitude, okay. Alright, so he still has cluster hitter for what that's worth. Well, he does have 2 SRM2s, so that could actually be a thing. Draconis Combine Op4. We'll go with gray and red, which I like. And then the designated target, let's do that in, how about maroon? Just to make him really stand out. And we're not going to be able to finish this mission, obviously, but we can at least get it started, I think. We'll go with planetary conditions. We're going to go Dusk Dawn with R1 reroll to give us some better odds of not getting hit as much. Alright, so now we've got 700 points on them, ish, maybe a little more. Which is definitely a doable battle, even though they do have us on... we're deploying on any edge, it seems. Are they deploying in the center, I think? Yep, they are all deploying in the center. Every last one of them. So what I'm thinking, I'm gonna put Hoser maybe up here, and we'll have everyone else use searchlights to illuminate them and have Hoser just stand back and hammer them. And we also have this here Banshee, which could potentially do the same thing. Got a mini map for our trouble. I know that's right behind the chat window, but there's no chat happening right now, so I don't think it's a problem. And I'll definitely move it before it becomes a problem. Oh, there's a Hetzer. Our Blackjack, which is short 2 lasers. Maybe come in from this side and flank the Hetzer, because I suspect he's going to turn around and shoot at Stiletto. And this Hetzer has the autocannon 20. Yeah. Alright, and I saw a heavy mech on the mini-map there. Alright, we have won the initiative, which is good news. Oh, wow, that's suddenly a lot of them. Alright. Lark 2.0. Sorry, Warwolf is going to run up and try to get to closer range. Oh, the Hetzer decided to do that. Yeah, we will get into close range for our large laser. Oh man, there are so many of them. They're gonna don't. Oh no, I hope they don't swarm Tsubasa. All right, Poser is going to. We run, we can hit the Hetzer in the back, I think. I think we can eliminate him with our searchlight and still be able to see him from there. Oh, that J. Edgar has decided it wants to die. Alright, so we need to turn on at least... Why do we not have a searchlight? Are we not going to be able to shoot the Hetzer in the back with PPCs? That is super lame. That gives us a +2. Jumping gives us a +2. This lets us kick as well. It's way closer to that mass than I want to be, especially on such a light mech. Alright, first things first. Yes, Hoser is outside of visual range of the Hetzer, which is not just a shame, it is a damn shame. There we go. Okay, so we've got nothing on him, nothing on him. We've got 8s on the Scorpion. Alternately, 6s on the J. Edgar. J. Edgars are actually fairly tough. Scorpions, maybe not so much. Autocannon 5 and a machine gun, medium laser, and 2 SRM2s. We'll go ahead and take the easier shots and just try to annihilate this guy once and for all, real quick. I want this Hetzer down and out as soon as possible. We've got 7s, and we've got a couple of 9s, or we'll go 7, 9, skip, and 9 with the SRMs, putting us at 2 heat. Tsubasa would also like to wail on this Hetzer with everything. And Warwolf, aka Lark, has 13s on the Scorpion and 13s on everything, it looks like. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. Long range really puts a damper on things. Alright, how badly does this go? The Hetzer missed on a 9, thank goodness. The J. Edgar hits the awesome in the center torso for 5. Just, I wonder why we couldn't turn on the searchlight on the blackjack. That bothers me. Like, I wish I had been able to shoot the Hetzer in the back with the awesome. The Vedette misses the awesome at the J. Edgar, hits the left side, the front, and the front, leaving it with 10 armor, but that J. Edgar is a tough nut to crack. The Vedette missing, the Scorpion missing, the Cronus at the Hetzer hits the right side, stunning the crew for a turn. Hits the rear, immobilizing it, hits the right side, immobilizing it. The Von Luckner at the blackjack hits with an autocannon 20 to the center torso, leaving us with 13 structure. Okay. Arangato, you are now fleeing the field. You are not hanging out any longer. That Von Luckner just punched a hole right through you. The Grasshopper hits the blackjack in the right arm with a large laser. It misses with everything else on 11s and 10s. Blackjack at the Hetzer hits the left side twice, stunning the crew for another turn. The Grand Dragon missing on 9s and 11s. The Harasser missing on 10s. Blackjack needs a 6 to stay standing, rolls an 8. Physical attacks. Okay, so that's going to be Tsubasa on the Hetzer. We can get a kick in on a 2. Okay, you're going to make me do it the awkward way. Kicked it in the left side for 9, leaving it with 5 armor remaining and costing it +1 to its driving skill roll. The Grasshopper and the Dragon both running hot. The Cronus running at 2. Alright, we've won the initiative. Ouch. Man, that Von Luckner, I did not see that coming. I forgot the Von Luckner had an autocannon 20, and that's not something that's, like, well and truly a good thing to do. Alright, Werewolf. At a walking pace. Gonna have, if nothing else, you'll have shots on the Scorpion. Alright, Stiletto and the Cronus. We're going to jump onto this Hetzer, which is immobile and stunned. Hopefully we can kick it, but mainly I want to try to do something to this Von Luckner. Hold on, our objective was the harasser. The harasser, the one moved there. Alright. Hoser, you're going to stand still and you're going to kill a harasser. Let's see. I want to be out of 3 hexes from the Von Luckner. Alright, Stiletto, your mission is to try to disable that Von Luckner as best you can. We'll skip out on the large laser. We'll do 2 mediums and the SRM4. That leaves us at 2 heat. Tsubasa, you might as well also be firing on the Von Luckner. On 8s and 10s, why not? Alright, Lark, we've got the J. Edgar on 12s, we've got the Scorpion on 10s. That'll be, yeah, a pair of 10s. And Hoser on 5s at that harasser, if you please, sir. Let's see. 7. We'll do 1 more 5. And some 9s. We'll go to 5 heat. Oh, I saw writing on that harasser. Death to harassers. I like standing still and firing. Yeah, I thought you might. The harasser comes back and hits you in the right arm with 5. So no big deal. The J. Edgar missing the Cronus on 12s. The Cronus at the Von Luckner hitting the front, hitting the turret, hitting the front some more, costing it a driving skill roll penalty. Vedette missing, Vedette missing. The Blackjack at the Von Luckner missing on 8s and 10s. The Scorpion missing. The Von Luckner at the Cronus on 10s, landing 6 SRMs. To the left leg, right torso, center torso, right leg, left arm, left torso. So pretty much everywhere. Right and left torso, right and left leg, left arm. Oh, and then 3 more to the torso. So the Cronus taking, actually, that's 18 damage, so that's almost a PSR by itself. The Banshee missing the Scorpion on 10s. Grasshopper at the Blackjack hitting the left torso with a medium laser and the right leg with a medium laser. Grand Dragon and the awesome getting the kill on the harasser. PPC to the rear. That is our objective completed. That is, well, let's try and kick this Hetzer real quick first. On a 1, that's not going to be a try. Kick him on an 8? No, I really don't want to risk going prone. And on a 14 with his left arm. No, Tsubasa is not going to do anything. Cronus kicks the Hetzer in the right side for 11, leaving it with 1 armor. The Grand Dragon trying to punch the Blackjack and missing. So do we call the mission here? We have technically completed our objective. The designated target is destroyed. Or do we pick this mission up next week? And try to go for bonus points. What actually is the objective? Destroy the following forces and units. Designated target. Doesn't say anything about primary op 4. I mean, we could bounce right now. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to take any more damage than I already have. Tsubasa's mech is already pretty mangled. And we've got plenty of damage that we're going to have to worry about fixing on the other lands. So we'll go ahead and declare victory here. Well, that was quick and easy. Oh. Well, I don't know what happened. Where is it? It's going to be under the T's. Deep.mul. Okay, yeah. Ouch. Poser got a kill, I'm okay with it. Yeah, and it was the kill. It was the only kill of the battle, I think. No one got hurt. We're still above max salvage percentage. Hetzer, I guess, got salvaged. Oh. I should have clicked no on controlling the battlefield, because we really didn't. We scored our objective, but then we got the heck out. We were not sticking around to pick up salvage, but the difference is, actually, you know what? We can go ahead and fix that real quick. We did not. Okay, the Hetzer technically was not killed. Who immobilized it? Was that the Cronus or the Blackjack? I don't remember who immobilized the Harasser or the Hetzer. Does anyone remember how the Hetzer got immobilized? Because I was waiting for it to get killed. Well, I guess immobility kill doesn't really count as a kill. Yes, we did. That is victory points. And that is, we now have a support point. We've got one of our objectives. The only other one is this artillery base. So yeah, this was, I say was, but it's not over yet. This is turning out to be a pretty short contract, I think. So we'll go ahead and save over our save game there. I'd like to wish everyone a good night. Thank you all for joining me. It's been very swell. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, follow, subscribe, be a part of the community. Link to the Discord is in my bio. Yes, we'll be playing HBS Battletech tomorrow. So we will see you all then. If you can't make it tomorrow, then we'll see you next week for more MegaMek. With that, I'd like to wish you all a good night. Thanks, and goodbye.